Ni hao, that is Mandarin for howdo. And welcome back to the channel. I'm Mr DubYa, and this is the next episode in my Mounjaro adventure. Today, we are in Turton and Entwistle Reservoir for a walk. I did my little video in the week, my little YouTube short, asking people where they want me to go, and this was one of the places. I've got a big list now of places that I can go in the Greater Manchester area. So let's go and see what it's all about. Somewhere new, Tango. Excited to go for a walk around Turton and Entwistle Reservoir. Let's go and see what it's all about. Welcome to Turton and Entwistle Reservoir, if you can call it a reservoir. This is where the reservoir should be. I have just filmed a full vlog, but I am not happy with it. Not one bit. It didn't go in the direction I wanted to do. And I was just waffling. I wasn't going on about anything. So I'm going to start it again. I'm starting it again from now. And I'm going to change it. I'm going to change the name of what the vlog is going to be. And this vlog is going to be a summary of where I am now from weeks 1 to 17. But should you weigh yourself every day, or should you weigh yourself once a week? Now, I've always been the kind of weigh yourself once a week type of guy, which means that every Friday I weigh myself to see how much weight I've lost that week. My wife, she, as you may have watched in the video last week, she's a daily weigher because she sees her weight fluctuate. There's a bit of a debate in our house. Should you weigh yourself once a week or weigh yourself every day? And this week, I think that I finally realized that my wife is correct. Who'd have thought it? A man saying that their wife is correct. Yeah, but she is. She's generally always correct. I'm always the one with the silly, crazy, zany ideas, and she's the one that brings us back down to earth with her sense. She's got the sense in our relationship. I am the one who comes up with the bright, crazy ideas, and she is the one that pulls them back down to earth. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, weighing yourself weekly or daily. Well, this week, the reason I found out that, well, we'll get onto that later. Firstly, let me say where I am now. If you remember, in my very first episode, I said that I was 6'1", I was 18 stone 12, that is 262 pounds. I'm getting good at this now. I'm getting good at doing the calculations in my head. That is 262 pounds. Which for a 6'1" man is quite a lot. Now, whilst being on Mounjaro, and as of Saturday last week, when I didn't say how much I weighed, I was 15 stone, 13 pounds. Now that is nearly 3 stone. And for all you people who do not live in the UK, which is the majority of the world, that is 223 pounds. So I've lost 41 pounds. Well, I had lost 41 pounds, should I say. So this week, the week just gone, I've been working so hard. I wanted to show you more massive results. I thought that I was going to be way below the 15 stone, 13 pounds. So I've eating well. I was going to the gym, hammering the gym, getting strong, getting toned. But what happened? I weighed myself yesterday. I'll put the video of me doing it on the scales. I was back to 16 stone 3. So despite all that hard work, despite going to the gym, despite going for these walks, despite all my dieting, I'd put back on 4 pounds. 4 pounds. all that week I was weighing myself. So I weighed myself every single day to see where my weight was at. And I could see it gradually going up, even though I was going to the gym, even though I was eating well, even though I was putting in the work. And I didn't really understand it, but I think it's true that muscle weighs more than fat. I have been getting I think I've been getting toned. Not exactly ready for Baywatch yet, but I think I was getting toned. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if I wouldn't have weighed myself each day, and I'd have just seen that massive increase at the end of the week, that would have been a complete downer. But I know that I was working hard. I know that I was going to the gym. I know that I was eating well. So seeing the weight go up gradually that week, I knew that I wasn't putting in the work. It was because I was putting in the work, because I was hammering the gym after the holiday. I'd had a 2-week break. You know, I've got to be honest about that. I didn't go to the gym on holiday, and the week before was very sporadic. So I think I'd lost a lot of maybe water weight, and now I started going back to the gym. It was coming back on, but in muscle, not in fat. It's not that I've been eating bad in any way, shape or form. It's just that I've been working too hard. I know that sounds weird. That's the way it is. So I'm happy with the way with the weight loss. So I'm happy to say I got down to 15 stone 13, and I know that I'm going to be able to get there again quite easily. You're just going to have this little bit of a bump in the road while I get back to the gym and my muscle mass comes back. But I'm actually happy to also say that I'm only at a loss of 37 pounds now, but I feel better. No, I'm going to put, what I'll do is I'll put before and after pictures in. I was going to wait till like I got to the weight I wanted to be, but I want to show where I was when I started when I started this vlog. And I also want to show you where I am now. I'm happy with everything. My clothes I put on some really baggy clothes today, just because I wanted some scruffy clothes to walk in. But yeah, this t-shirt is XXL. XL is too big for me now. So I'm sort of between XL and large in my sizes of t-shirts. In regards to my waist, like when I first started, I was 40 inches. My waist was 40 inches, and that's like the biggest I've ever been. Now I'm down to 36, which I've always had big hips. I've always had a big booty, I suppose. So I don't think I've ever been below 34 inches in waist. So I'm at 36 now. So I'm happy with everything, the way that everything's going. But what I'm trying to say, in a roundabout way, like I always do, is that if I hadn't weighed myself every day and I just done that, weigh myself once a week, I would have been disheartened, I think. It would have thrown me a lot off course. And I'm wondering now whether I should have been weighing myself every day, like my wife does. I think I should have. I think if I started again, I would have weighed myself every day. Look at this. Look how beautiful it is here today. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. I love coming out in nature. Look at the trees as well. Spooky trees. When I watch this back, better not be any ghosts in there. Or any Bigfoots. Don't want to see any Bigfoots. Yeah, nice woods. This is the kind of woods that you see in the Blair Witch Project. You get lost in, and then a witch kills you. Yes. No witches, please. No witches. So I hope you enjoyed the episode with my wife last week. We didn't realise until we watched it back that you could see her nipples through the top most of the way through the video. Don't go back watching it now. I've just said that about the nipples. But yeah, we both found it hilarious. We've got a really good relationship, me and my wife. We've got very good banter between us. I don't know if you've ever seen, there's a video knocking around YouTube of this little girl, very naughty little girl, who, in fact, I'll play it now.
Fuck off, you fat pig.
Naughty. But me and my wife, when we see each other, that's what we say to each other. Now, a lot of people looking on the outside in would say that we've got like a bit of a toxic relationship, but that's our banter. That's what we say to each other. So like last week we went to a wedding. I was coming back from the bar with a couple of drinks, and she said, I knew what she was talking about. We're talking about that video because we find that hilarious. Between us, that's our video. Fuck off, you fat pig. Yeah, she liked filming the video anyway, and I think maybe she can come on. I think maybe we'll have her on again so you can see from a lady's point of view how the weight loss has been and how she's managing, because she's going to be coming off Mounjaro soon, so she needs this exit strategy. So I think she won't be the only person who wanting to do that. So I think a lot of people will find it helpful to see how she's doing it. Tango, this way. A little sculpture of can you see it on the camera? Of an heron, a heron. Yeah, this is where we are today. So this week as well, I think I want to talk about side effects again, because last week I did have side effects. I'm 3 weeks into my 10 milligram dose now, and this is the first week where I've had some proper side effects. So I said we was going out to a wedding last week, and we went to the wedding and had my Mounjaro injection that day, and I felt horrific. I don't know whether it was mixed with a cold or the flu or something like that as well. But at the actual wedding, I started feeling lightheaded, hot, all sorts of different symptoms. It's kind of passed. It was like a 30-minute part of the night where I was sweaty, couldn't breathe properly. I don't know whether there's something else going on. As I say, there's been a bit of a cold going around our house, so maybe it was a mixture of that. But that was the first proper, I'd say, side effect that I've had with it. Did I say I had a heavy chest? Hard to breathe? I think that was mainly panicky. So, because I was hot and I was lightheaded, I was just getting a bit anxious, I think. Anxiety was kicking in, just because of the heat and everything like that. But yeah, I thought about bringing that up. It's not like it's the first dose of that 10 milligram. This was the third dose. I never felt like that before. So maybe it was something to do with that. Maybe it wasn't. Who knows? But today is my last dose of the 10 milligrams. I've ordered 12.5 milligrams, which I'm going to be going on to next week, because would I say it's been losing its effectiveness? No, I think it would be like last time I was on 7 and I thought it wasn't losing it. But then I stayed on it and it did lose its effectiveness. So I think I'm doing the right thing by going up to 12.5. And if it was the wrong idea, then you'll find out about it in one of my vlogs, won't you? But yeah, this video was, let's say, I restarted this video. It did start about a complete recap of how my weeks 1 to 17 was going, but it just wasn't panning out. It was too long, it was too rambly. I didn't remember all the information properly. So I thought better just bring it down to earth. I have lost 41 pounds in 17 weeks. Well, this is week 17, so probably going to be more. This week, I expect to lose a bit more because the dieting is going very good. Not eating anything I shouldn't be doing. Didn't drink any alcohol, and I've been going to the gym regular. We're going on these beautiful walks every night. Saturday's the main one. I think generally in the week, I think I do about 4K, 4 kilometers. No idea why I just said kilometers then. We don't use kilometers in this country, we use miles. But it's 4 kilometers. I think it's because that's what comes up on my phone. The 4 kilometers is maybe just under 3 miles. Don't know. Well, that's what I do every night. So Monday to Thursday, sorry. So I don't do Friday night. Kind of my rest and my cheat day, because I come on these big long ones on Saturday. So generally these kind of walks go around these massive reservoirs, usually about 5-6 miles, I'd say I do on a Saturday morning. And I don't go to the gym on Saturdays and Sundays. I only go to the gym Monday to Friday. Not always gym. I kind of encompass saying going to the gym. Sometimes I do workouts at home, got weights at home, and I've got a big bouncy ball that I can do sit-ups on. So I can do like 3 weights at home 2 days of the week, and then 3 days of the week I go to the gym, because they've got like machines and things like that you can't train at home. Plus I like that little break up, not having to go to the same place all week. That's just me. I mean, people like going to the gym, they like to socialize, they like to see other people doing it. And I think when you see other people on the machines doing their thing, it makes you feel like you can push yourself a bit harder. So yeah, what else do I do? I would say, I've not really put this in the videos before, but I'm not a big breakfast eater. So I've kind of never did anyway. When I got a bit bigger, I kind of did sneak breakfast, did something really bad, like maybe a sausage muffin or something like that. Something that wasn't very good for me, or donuts or things. But now, I generally start eating at 12 in the afternoon. So I think I have 2 meals a day. So I have my lunch and I have my dinner. And my lunch is very minor. Not because I'm trying to starve myself, but because I just don't want it. With the Mounjaro, it helps you not want to put as much food in your body. It helps you feel fuller. So I generally have something which is high in protein. So I'll have a protein shake and then maybe some form of good carbohydrates. So maybe a little bit of rice. So a protein shake, that's got a protein in it, and some rice. Plain rice, maybe put a bit of flavor on it. Depends how I'm feeling. And then at night time, so for my main meal, I usually have some kind of meat, and vegetables, and then like a carbohydrate. So like, for instance, on Thursday night, I had a steak, and then I had a little bit of green vegetables and a little bit of rice. That was my tea, or that was my dinner. And then maybe I'd mix it up again, and then I'd have a steak or some sort of meat, maybe chicken or whatever, bit of vegetables, and like potatoes as my carbohydrate, maybe some sort of fresh wedges or baked potato, something like that. It's generally how my meals go. So, am I an intermittent faster? I don't know. You tell me. My dinner is generally about 6, 7 o'clock, and then I don't eat until 12. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5 at 12. That's 17 hours where I suppose I don't eat. So I would say that coupled with my Mounjaro, I'm an intermittent faster. Still getting all the right foods in my body. I'd definitely say that everything's gone down. And I've been being good with that, really. Apart from when I went on holiday, because everyone else is eating, I feel like I need to eat. So I'll eat some eggs and bacon, but a little bit with the wife and kids. A little bit. And I'm talking like a mouthful of scrambled egg and maybe like half a piece of bacon. And that'll be my breakfast, and black coffee or a tea, something like that. And then for lunch, I do something like I generally do at home. some protein and a little bit of carbohydrates. And then at dinner, same. Protein, some vegetables, and some good carbohydrates. And that's it. So I try to keep good when I'm on holiday as well, but it's hard. It's hard. The alcohol, however, that sends everything out the window. So you're on holiday, you're allowed to have a little bit of alcohol. But as I say, just generally, try and stick to the shorts because not many calories in them, not much intake as well. So you can have a bit more fun. You're not drinking a big pint of lager, I suppose. This is a lovely walk, by the way. This reservoir, I can't remember the bloody name of it now. Entwistle, something and Entwistle. Turton. Turton and Entwistle Reservoir. It is a lovely walk. I wish I'd done a bit more sort of a background on it before I came. But if you want somewhere nice, even to walk, then this is a good place to come. Bit of a pain in the arse to get to, if I'm honest with you. I don't know if I said it before, lots of country roads, very narrow, not only one car can get past. So God knows what it's going to be like later trying to get out of here. I mean, it's probably about 9, 10 o'clock now. So there's going to be a lot more traffic than when I was first coming. That's why I like to come early to these places. Early. But not today, unfortunately, not today. Tango, come here now. Come here. Where have you been? Where have you been? This little bugger has just gone missing for like 5 minutes. No idea. Been shouting him. Yeah, so another bit of a messy vlog, this one, unfortunately. It did start off of something with some kind of structure, but unfortunately, it fell off a little bit. So I started it again, and this is what you've got. Hopefully you found it entertaining and a little bit informative. You can go back and watch some of my other videos if you want to see more of how my weeks have panned out. And you can see my journey up to now. As of now, I'd say I've lost 41 pounds in weight on Mounjaro. Been doing other things with it, but Mounjaro's definitely helped. I hope you've had a good walk and talk today around Reservoir. If you've got any comments, then please leave them below. So until I see you at the next one, I've been Mr DubYa. You've been you. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll hopefully see you at the next one. Bye-bye.